Yes.
Pull it back up.
I started it back up. Sorry. I'm a dummy.
There was twice during the actual feed that the stream paused for a second, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It does that any time.
My internet connection keeps going out, so like I have to refresh every 10, 15 minutes when I'm the producer. It's really getting to be a problem because I'm like,
we got to get you better internet.
fuck, yeah.
We can get that done.
Now I really see it more than usual.
Let's see. MCU trivia time. MCU trivia.
Now let me ask you this: I can jump off if you want, but I don't know if you know. Like myself and Haley, we've retired from doing trivia. Like I'm joining the cast, like the chat and stuff. They have fun, but we're not participating anymore, just because we're a little bit more involved with the community. It seems kind of. I mean, Haley obviously because she's been the champ, but with me, it's just sort of like we've had people.
You can't win.
Well, yeah, I totally enjoy when you guys bust my balls, but I get so close and then I like have to go to the bathroom and I miss a question. It's like, I just fell off the thing.
I always did mine on the phone so I could take it with me.
So yeah, are you're saying you could stick around is what you're getting at?
I can stick around for trivia, but I don't want to. I mean,
yeah,
I know that Jeff's not here. That's fine.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I may have to figure. It'll maybe take me a minute to get a new nameplate. But let me send the this link over to Miss Melissa so she can join us for trivia. I guess no music tonight because it's basically time to start trivia. Maybe we'll have one. Maybe we'll have time for one song. Anyway, so what's happening in the chat? How's it going out there, guys? Oh, everybody's gone. I literally I had the Zoom covered up because I was trying to send Melissa this file or the Zoom link, and I was talking and looked up and no one's there. It's really funny. It's really, really funny. I gotta get Melissa in here so I won't be just talking to myself. Right, guys? I have a headache, and that's not great. It's not great. And I gotta go in there and check on my niece in here in a minute. But I guess I should play a song since I'm the only one sitting here by myself. Pull up the Twitch so I can see what's going on. Anybody want to hear any songs? Anybody got any requests? It's so funny that everyone walked away. Also, sorry that I closed the hey ya. I can do that. Oh, I forgot that I broke a string last night at my show. I played a little bar last night. And yeah, that just happened.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Waterfall Angel says in the chat for during trivia, no spoilers for Loki for those who haven't watched it. Maybe.
Oh yeah. We'll make sure to point that out. I'm gonna do a quick song.
Any requests?
Bam. I've already taken them. You guys disappeared too long.
Oh, sorry. I had to pee. I drank 3 doubles while we were sitting here waiting because I was just like, I gotta play the producer role.
That's funny.
And I'm feeling really good because I didn't have a chance to. I napped a little bit after we podcasted earlier. Like I said, I'm fine during the day. I just want to keep this energy going so I don't crash at like 9 o'clock.
I get it. I need energy drinks all the time these days. All right.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3. My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really want me? What can stand to see me walk out the door? Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how. Hey, yeah. Don't sing along. You're out of time. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Brian, we can hear you. Hey, yeah. got it. Oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing there. We've been together, ooh, we've been together. But separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes love the exception? Why are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here? Y'all don't wanna hear me, you just wanna dance. Hey, yeah. Don't want to meet your daddy, just want you in my caddy. Hey, don't want to meet your mama, hell no. Just want to make you come. Hey, yeah. But not like Batman. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Alright, I need y'all's help. Come on. Alright now, fellas.
Yeah.
There we go. What's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
I can't hear you. I said what's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
Alright. Okay, now, ladies. No ladies.
There's no ladies here, so.
Oh, okay. We're gonna break this thing down in a few seconds. Don't have me break this thing down for nothing. I wanna see y'all on your baddest behavior. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Well, here we go now. Shake it. Shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, 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 shake it like a pole. Now all Beyonce's and loose to loose. Baby dolls, get on the floor, get on the floor. You know what to do. Hey, you know what to do. To do. Hey, Whew. All right. Woohoo. Well, it's about time, guys. About time for the next thing. Sorry that I didn't have much time for music this fine evening. Shaking booty. Shaking booty, making sweet love all the night.
I love that song because it's always funny to picture Rivers Cuomo shaking booty, quote unquote.
Yeah, I love it. I love that song too. Let's see.
I love Weezer, but Rivers Cuomo was like one of my favorite guys, but he's like nerdy personified.
Uh-huh.
But just that whole him shaking booty, just
yeah, for sure.
So fun.
I love it. I think that's kind of the joke. Is like,
oh yeah,
he is not even just
Rivers
a joke.
Cuomo.
Well, he's like in that song. He's like, this is who I thought I was gonna be, but I'm not. I'm this guy. You know, like I'm the Weezer guy instead of the guy who's shaking booty and making sweet love all night long.
Which is why I love it. I think we've talked about this. Such a self-reflection of him at that time.
Yeah.
And that album starts off with him saying that he's tired of having sex with random women,
mm-hmm.
but yet he wants to get back to the good life with that song where it's just like him on, no one likes him, but yet he's having all this casual sex and it's him. And it's like if you're a rock star, you can get whatever you want. And plus it's such a good, like visceral album.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here.
Ash is back.
Here. Ash up there, maybe? Did that put everybody in the right place? Nope. Almost.
You can keep me as Jeff Randall if you want.
I think I might because we're running so behind. Uh-oh. So Ash needs
leave
to
it like
be in
that.
the
Yeah.
first position.
No, there's two of you.
Hey, look, I did it. Melissa Khalil. How's it going, friend?
Good.
You know.
Good. How are you guys?
Oh,
good.
Good.
I'm very tired. All this late night
We're up
Loki.
early.
This late night Loki business.
I was doing the producer chair, so I went full Ashley. I'm on my third double drink right now, so.
See, I actually
boy.
don't drink when I produce because I know I have to like read shit and then I have to read it out loud. And
I'm
it
just
still
glad I
doesn't
was
go
glad I
well.
was muted during it. I figured that mute button because I was having conversations with people in the chat talking while I was typing. Like, okay, good. I kept checking over to make sure that my mic was muted, but since you guys weren't reacting, I realized I wasn't being loud. So it's all good.
You were talking out loud to the
I was like, I'd read a question like, "Oh my god, it's so awesome," and then I'd like, "Oh crap, I'm not okay. I'm good. I'm not live."
It's really funny. Oh goodness. Okay, is it time yet? No, it's not time yet, but we're close. So guys, we are still working with the regular chatbot tonight. Jeff was sick and could not complete the new chatbot, but you'll be able to follow along in the chat.
And I am the variant Jeff Randall tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you're not Jeff. What?
Yeah. So
Just realized.
confusing.
I actually think this is the first time I've ever doing anything with Melissa outside of After Dark.
Fun.
Suppose.
Oh.
What are you gonna do without your 6 points this week?
Yeah, I was the one. I got my. I was the only one to get 1 point this week in our fantasy league for when he mentioned throwing Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge. I'm creeping up here. I'm still like 15 points behind you, and you still got some heavy hitters coming. But
I have not been paying attention.
I'm
I don't
1
know.
point behind Jake, and you're. We got like 22, and you're 35, but you still got Black Widow and a couple of people from that movie. So
Once
unless
I
a couple of those
realized I
people
didn't-
turn heel, then I think
BRB.
you're pretty good.
I don't know. Widow seems pretty shifty, you know.
Well, we know her end result though, so she could turn, but she'll come back.
Yeah. Loving the shirt, by the way.
Yeah, I got the.
Very nice. Oh, is that from like that's like the movie?
Yeah, it's the Funko Pop because it's got
Oh yeah, I see Elena on the left.
Elena and
then
Alexi.
nice. Looking good.
Thank you. I actually had to go and buy another box because the one original I had was the large shirt, and I get rid of all my large
You got
shirts.
a baby tee?
It's a medium. I'm a smaller frame guy, so when I lost the weight, I could wear my large shirts, but I was like swimming in them, and I'm putting all these shirts away, going, man, these are some great shirts. But then I'm like, I'll just have to rebuy them. It just be like I'm not going to
Just
gain 50
open
pounds
up a
again.
Poshmark. Open up a Poshmark. I sell so much clothes on there.
I've been selling. It's people. I know it's fun for me, like to collect all my like the Funkos and the Marvel Legends and stuff. But I was going through some of my collection, and I'm like, I've had these like original 10-year-old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Funkos that I bought for like $8 when they came out, and one of them was worth like $1,300, and one was worth like
Damn.
$1,100. So they went right on eBay, and I got like that much for them. I'm like, because they're sitting here, and I don't
Wow.
want them. So, you know, you can poke fun all you want, but there's a turnaround in a lot of this stuff.
I was all
so.
excited. My goat one from the witch is going for like 30.
Oh, and by the way, Jeff, yes, I was in the store and I saw two shirts I liked, and they were Fifth Son, and I actually did not buy them in the store. I went home and I ordered them from the website through the link, and so you'll get the $50 I spent there, whatever. That new guy that's in our chat now, that Stranded Panda Jeff, is talking about Fifth Son and the affiliate links. So
Tim?
Who does
Tim.
he think he is? Having the name in his like chat name? Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
Twitch doesn't have any rules, you
They
know,
can do whatever they want.
that whole thing. Although I do say I hope that Jeff,
Lawless.
we talked to Jeff earlier, and he is feeling really under the weather. So hope you feel better, Jeff, and we
Yeah, he
miss you.
sounded
And
disgusting.
yeah, he was very verklempt,
Oh,
very snotty.
I forget what that's like. I
haven't
don't
been
know
sick in,
anyone
like,
that was
2
sick.
years.
No,
Yeah.
they said that because of COVID. Okay, this makes me think because
Wait a
of
minute, you
COVID.
liar. Didn't you have
What?
didn't you have COVID, Melissa?
Well, I mean, besides COVID, like I never had a
Oh.
cold. You know, COVID's a different thing.
COVID, yeah. But the way that everyone reacted to COVID killed like 2 or 3 strains of the flu this summer or this winter because everyone was wearing the mask and keeping away from people. So now, and of course now Ashley starts coughing. It's like, oh, she's got the bug.
Oh, and we lost her.
I know.
Ugh.
That's just the
It's
weed.
been
It was the
blipped.
weed.
I'm just thinking that every winter from like Thanksgiving to maybe St. Patrick's Day, I'm just gonna wear a mask and stay away from people just so I don't get
Yeah,
sick over the winter.
anytime I go to the airport, mask. Anytime I go to the grocery store, mask. Listen, if everybody just keep washing your hands, using all the sanitizer, pretend like COVID's still there, and we won't get sick.
Oh my
It's
God.
amazing.
I see people at work that it's just like, oh, COVID's over. I'm like, yeah, you just went to the bathroom, wash your fucking hands anyway. That's not a COVID thing. That's a everyday thing. Just wash your hands.
Learned that in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So
You don't have to, okay.
Hands,
Don't go 20 seconds. You might only have to go 15 seconds, but still, for fuck's sake, wash your hands.
Sunday, I went to one of my older clients' house. This lady, she's late 60s, and she's I'm cooking or I'm doing her hair, and she's cooking. She's like, "Oh, I made stuffed peppers. You have to have one." So I'm like, "Yeah, of course." So we finished. She was like, "Oh," and I washed them with soap and water, and I was like,
Soap?
"I'm sorry, what?" She's like, "Yeah, with soap and water. You don't know who touches them. I washed them with the soap and the water." I was like, "Oh." I ate half this.
The Dial soap, she just pumped onto the peppers and was like,
yeah, with
go,
soap and
20
water, and I was
seconds.
just like,
This
oh
thing
my
has
God.
a little. It has a little weird.
I didn't
taste to
even
it.
bother to complain. I was more than halfway done. It couldn't tell. I didn't notice, but I was just like, okay.
Man, I do look asleep when I look at my phone. Sorry.
I was gonna say earlier when you were, I'm like, oh, is he checking his phone right now?
He's
Yeah.
asleep.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I was just asleep. Are you guys ready for this thing to start? I feel like, okay, let's turn it over to the ladies at SPN News.
Good evening. I'm Cheryl Gillespie.
And I'm Joy Burke.
And this is SBN News. All you need to do to participate is use your free Twitch account. Just watch the chat for the questions and answer directly in the chat. The chat bot will give you a warning when the question is coming, and then after the question is asked, you will have a 20-second window to answer.
The last message you type in that 20-second window will be your final answer. So after you answer, wait for the bot to tell you what the correct answer is. This will signify the end of the answering window. Bonus points are given for speed and in a few other rare scenarios.
Between questions, you can type exclamation point score in the chat, and the bot will tell you your score for the game and for the season. The highest scoring player in tonight's game that has not yet won this season will receive their choice of our weekly prizes.
The person with the most points for the season after we drop everyone's 2 lowest scores will receive our season championship prize and a trophy for the season. But to win the grand prize, you will need a combination of trivia skill and luck. For every 30 points you get this season, you will receive 1 entry to win the grand prize. This is based on your total number of points for the season. You do not have to get 30 points all in one night, but people often do.
At the end of the season, we will select from these entries at random to give away the grand prize or prizes. So everybody has a chance at the grand prize, and the more you play, the more chances you have to win.
Also, if you like this game, it is supported by subscriptions and tips given to this channel. That is the only way we can justify such lavish prizes. You can subscribe and tip with money, or you can go to strandedpanda.com/Jeff to see how you can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime subscription. It's literally a way to support Trivia Night without spending another dime. And you can hit the subscribe button once a month.
All right, let's get to it. Back to you guys. And remember,
Hail Hydrate!
Guy that did it.
And
is
we're
sort of
back. Sorry.
And we're back.
he's a black and white guy, but he did the color, and he got so many people coming saying he
That
wants to do color, and
sounds
he's like,
terrible
nope.
coming off of the conversation.
Yep.
So tell everybody what you're talking about.
Tattoos.
Talking about tattoos and a guy who makes
He
tattoos.
usually dabbles in, doing
Black and
just
white.
black and white tattoos, black and white colored tattoos.
And the colors on my tattoo was a new thing for him, and he posted them on his Instagram, and all of a sudden he said he got 100 people saying, "Oh, you do color now?" No, it was a special occasion. No color.
Uh-oh. Is that Melissa freezing? Oh no, Melissa froze. Did everybody freeze? Am I alone? Am I all alone? I might be all alone. Well, hey guys. Yeah, I can tell that I'm still streaming, but I guess the Zoom died or something, or is freezing up. Well, let's get the game started. You guys ready? Shoot me a message if you're all ready to start the game. By the way, let me just reiterate that this is
What the
Oh,
hell?
that was bad. Back.
Hey, there you guys are.
I don't mind that because I think the little bit of tint and a little bit of blurry in our feed
It covers up
drowns
the
out
wrinkles.
the fact that I'm almost 50. Like I have.
So don't upgrade.
Oh no, I'm not going to. No.
Okay, we are. You're back on the stream, everybody.
Like I said, I had people that
Matt, you're muted.
A lot of people don't realize that I'm gonna be 50 in a couple of years, so I'll be good with that. I don't hide it or whatever, but it's like
Well, you're.
I'm gonna be 48 this year.
48. And
Can you
proud.
hear me?
Now we can.
Yep.
You did announce it on the stream just now.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, I know. I'm just teasing you. It's just funny because you're like, I don't like really talk about it, but I am about 40. It's just like you're like, I was like, guys, we are back. We are back. We are on the stream, and for some reason you guys aren't visible.
All I know, our friend Blake, what's his last name? Geilenhardt?
Geilenfeld.
I
Geilenfeld.
don't even try.
Blake Geilenfeld. I am older than his mom, so
You could
Roll
be
with
his
that.
dad.
I could
Wow.
be his dad. Hell, I'm old enough to be. I'm old enough to be Melissa's dad. So
Oh, who isn't?
Adopt me.
Okay, I'm gonna start the
Maybe not.
first. I'm gonna start the first question. Everybody, keep an eye on the chat. I think it's bang start, right?
I think this stranded Panda
Yeah.
Jeff guy is going to participate in trivia tonight.
He
Ooh.
can. He saw the questions. He's a cheater.
All right, guys, keep an eye on the chat. Keep an eye on the chat.
If he gets like 51 points tonight, then I'm going to be kind of sus about this whole thing.
He'll finally get that
I think it's
T-shirt
his
he's
first
been
time
wanting.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait for it. I didn't.
Which one of the original 6 Avengers appears 4th in the 2012 Avenger film? Blake says he's not old enough to be Melissa's dad. Yeah,
Like,
we know
don't
that.
mess up your chances.
Could be
That
your
was,
mom.
that was the first response.
Like I could be your mom.
Wonder Man, Captain America.
Are you offering to be Blake's mom?
Of course.
I'd be proud
wouldn't?
of my son.
Yeah,
He's
my
a-
my
he's
little
a
baby
gr-
boy.
He's a good one.
You guys are more like it's like a brother sister thing.
My
We're about the
little
same age,
baby
around
boy.
closer to the same age.
Yeah.
I
few
definitely
years.
have like an aunt vibe.
You do.
Yeah,
Fun
for sure.
aunt vibe.
That's
That's the
the-
best vibe.
The cool aunt vibe that buys them cigarettes when they shouldn't, but they, you gotta at least try it.
All right.
Only 4 people got that right.
Wow.
5 people got that right.
Starting
4
off
people.
Oh,
tough.
Jeff, are you handling some trivia stuff? Okay. Top 5.
Why did
Wait.
if only 4 people got it right? How come there's only 3 points? What's the break off for 6 points?
4 people.
I think it's less than 4. So if 3 people
Last-
or
oh,
less.
we got 4. Yeah, RJ Hill, Sonny Tetris,
Oof.
Dr. C Dizzle, and Bearded. I can't talk. Bearded
What?
Bandito all got 3, and then the Boss Mama has 0 points in 5th.
All right, guys. I'm gonna hit the next question. I like to get to that second question so we can see who's on the board. So that was rough. That was a rough first question.
It was
Keep
a
it-
tough first
Switching
question.
it up.
Keep an eye on the chat, guys.
Keep an eye on the chat.
I'm probably going a little too fast, but we started kind of late, so I wanted to get a couple in.
Yeah, I need to hop off like right when we're done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have work to do. Like it's
Girl.
Dang.
I
today
worked
was crazy.
75 hours in 5 days last week.
What?
And
Oh
then
my
have
gosh.
worked 15 hours already each day this week.
Oh my goodness.
These
The hoot.
60-hour weeks are starting to kill me.
So I guess I'll be taken care of after dark
tired.
tonight.
Yeah, well,
That's fine.
it's probably going to be one of those nights where we start a stream and then play one game of Code Names and I get off too. Let's see. We got who plays Dr. Darcy Lewis in the MCU. Kat Dennings is correct, and we got a lot of people answered it. Good job.
Emily Sissel was the first to answer correctly.
Let's see who's in the top 5 now. We got RJ is right there with 6 points. Sonny Tetris with 5 points. Dr. C Dizzle with 5 points. Bearded Bandito with 4. And WX Whore with 3.
Nice.
Haley Hops Facts. I don't know what she's responding to.
No, Jess was saying facts
Oh.
that Haley have.
Oh,
I
I see it. I see it now. I see it.
Keep up, open.
I'm no, I don't do it well. That's why we need a producer. You're like now you're really
It
experienced
was like
with
a
chat.
little hard for me to not watch. I was like, I actually had to put like the box over the chat a little bit because I just wanted to like. It was hard to not read the chat, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm on the camera. Keep your eyes up, tits up, chin
You
down.
had to conversate the whole time.
Yeah, keep conversing.
Conversate?
I love conversate.
Conversating.
I love that word. That's a real word, right?
All words are made up, so I just made it up. If it's real or not, don't matter.
TM.
Trademark.
Trademark.
Some money off that.
Little
That,
trademark.
you cracked me up with that on the podcast last week. Tim.
I was listening to that. Like, it's a verbal contract. TM. It's legally binding.
I don't think that's how
No,
anything
that's
works.
how it works. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay, let me hit the next question.
Kiss my Converse.
Keep an eye on the chat, everybody.
Keep an eye on the chat.
It's too bad Jeff's not here to tell us what the right word to say is.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
too
shame.
bad. It really is. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'd know that sort of thing.
And he'd be really excited to tell us.
In one of Thor's characteristics, Loki lists as reasons why they shouldn't end his banishment.
He'd really like to Jeff explain to us what.
He'd like to conversate it to us.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I got a couple. Oh my God, you guys in the canon. So I got those waiting to go for some point tonight because I got the namesake on. I'm the variant Jeff tonight, so
Oh yeah. Yeah. Be
I'm
ready
ready to go.
Ready with it. All right. The correct answer was arrogant. Let's see how the top 5 is shaping up. We have RJ with 9, Androids, Aliens, Wizards, all the top 3 with 6, Jessica Mai with 6, Sunny Touch with 5, and Dr. C Dizzle with 5. Wow. It looks
New
like
top.
Wow.
wow. It looks like all the people who got 3 on that first question did not answer that question except for RJ.
Yeah.
And Sunny. Oh no, yeah, Sunny missed it. Yeah.
I was watching the episode today. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yeah,
But I
don't spoil.
couldn't watch this damn episode without hearing Lightning McQueen every time Owen Wilson spoke. Every time. I'm like, it's fucking Lightning McQueen. I can't do
Was-
it.
He's just playing himself, but it's working somehow.
Yeah, totally.
It's the exact voice, and I can't stand it. 'Cause all I see is that damn art.
That's so funny.
So
Oh,
just picture picture Lightning McQueen talking to Loki then, and that might make Loki's reactions a little more, understandable, I guess.
I'd be impatient too.
So are you not enjoying the show then, or
Me?
yeah?
No, I think the show's great, but like
Okay.
this episode this morning, every time he spoke, I was like, that's fucking Lightning McQueen. I know it.
that's really funny.
And I gotta say that they could not have not known, especially when the second time it happened, when Mobius says, "Well, that's an oversimplification of when he was explaining something, when Loki was explaining something." That has to be another tie-in back to WandaVision. You don't use that type of phrase if it's not been known that it was used by Jimmy Woo in WandaVision, because it was the same.
What
What did he say?
I mean, I say
What was the timeline
oversimplification
when those
a
were
lot.
filming?
Well,
I forget.
I think there's,
what
like
the
I said, there's
timeline
enough. We
was.
talked about it earlier today that there's a lot of like Jay Scotty caught a couple callbacks between like the variants and the flag smashers as being the people out of place in both stories.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one point when when Mobius was talking, Loki was talking to Mobius. I think it was right when it was after, or was it during the salad scene? And he was explaining something, and Mobius just goes, "Well, that's an oversimplification, but yes."
Mm-hmm.
That exact phrasing was pretty much the exact same phrasing that Jimmy Woo said when he was explaining it on WandaVision, and it has to be a direct reference to each other.
So
Maybe.
you're
because-
saying Mobius is Jimmy Woo? That's what I'm hearing.
I'm just thinking that the
Branch
writers,
timeline.
the writers, yeah, you got to snip this timeline because it's a variant.
Yeah.
Kill all those people.
Real quick, the people in the top list are Androids, Aliens, Wizards. That's with 6 points. Jessica Mai has 6 points. Sunny Tetris has 5. Dr. C Dizzle with 5. And Waterfall Angel with 5. That is the people who have yet to win a shirt this season. So right now, you got a tie between Jessica Mai and Androids, Aliens, Wizards.
Oh, sorry for everyone for mentioning the thing about the salad. It's a spoiler. Someone mentioned it in the chat that it's a salad.
Yeah, let's
reference
not talk.
to
Let's just
spoiler.
not talk
Sorry.
about Loki.
Okay, no more.
Because we're
Loki.
not going to be able to go without
Can I just
discussing
mention
something.
one thing?
Mm.
They
long as
came to
it's-
my homeland this
Yes, they
week,
did.
this episode.
Oh.
I saw like the word populated. I was like, shut up.
and I
I've gotten
double
so drunk there.
I double
Sloshed in that place.
I double checked, and I'm like, it's not Bristol, and I double checked. I'm like, I've been to that town before, and I don't remember.
We're still kind of spoiling though. Let's let. I don't think yours was, but if we say where they go and stuff, like what they go to, people who don't want to know.
Watch the episode.
Watch the episode if you haven't.
Wait, we're acting. Oh yeah, because it's trivia.
Yeah, it's trivia. It's trivia time. Let's not spoil.
It's past that. But yeah, the first thing I thought about though was you, Melissa, because the area was like, oh, that's right by Well, I don't think most people know where you live.
I'm sorry.
Though, so.
I just love how much Zoo cares about me that he just texted me. He was like, if you don't watch the episode, you should watch out. I was like, oh, babe.
Like just now?
Yeah.
Aw. Didn't you just talk about it? For
I was going to say, we were talking about it.
It's like,
that's Zoo.
He cares so much. He definitely wasn't watching your podcast that you just made.
I would rather him listen for the listen. The live thing is whatever.
Just teasing you. Just teasing you.
I feel like I'm better in podcast form.
Yeah, you're better once I send you through the editing brain of Matt Carroll.
I don't like having to worry about what I look like on camera. I remember back in the day, in the olden times when we started, and I used to be able to sit here and be like, super into everything. Like I don't know. I just, podcasting, streaming's a whole different thing. You got to be like.
It is. It really is. Like you have to be on, and then like even if you make a mistake, it's still, even if you correct it in the edit, it's like you still made it in front of like 30 people.
And there's
or 40
a lag,
people.
so like the fact that you're 30 minutes past what you look like, you see what you did, and you're like, oh God, I'm making that look with my face. I better change it. And then you guys are talking. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I've been thinking about what face to make. Because that one looks fucking. I was like, I've looked like I was mad for the last 15 seconds.
No, you always look great. Always look
I
great.
have expressive eyebrows.
All right, keep an eye on the chat, everybody. I'm going to throw the next question out. Keep an eye on the chat.
Keep an eye on the chat.
3 penis wine. What? Brian?
Oh, from the league?
Oh, from the league, yeah. Because we were talking about 3
Baby Duck Winery.
No, Haley mentioned about 3 energy drinks for you, and I'm like, 3 penis wine. That was Taco's wine.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever drink that if someone presented it to me, but hey.
I mean, but it does in that show. So
It
we'll need a
depends on
little
the alcohol
help.
content.
Collusion.
It's a big one.
That was such a great show. Even if you weren't into fantasy football, it was just such a funny show.
It was.
I love that what the wife on there pops up. She was in Legion.
She was in Legion,
yeah.
something
I watched the other day. I'm like, good for you. How about the star of that show? Oh, the guy who plays Kevin, like, faked a 9/11. He was like, I was at 9/11. And then people looked into it, and it wasn't true. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry.
What the hell?
I wasn't there, and I just said it. Yeah. I was like, I don't mean to hold that against him, but I kind of do.
Well, his character was the worst anyway, so.
Yeah.
Peter was fun. I love Peter.
Oh.
The
I
best
have a
show
weird attraction to that man. I don't know why.
There's a
There's
horror
something
movie
about
on
him.
Netflix called Creep, and even though he's a total creep in it, there's just something about him, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
In that show, though, in real life, right?
Kevin and the
Kevin
wife.
and the wife are married in real life.
Really?
No,
So embarrassing for her.
No, Pete and Kevin's wife. What's her name?
Pete,
Jenny?
That makes more
Jenny,
sense.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're married, which
They're
is
married,
very
yeah.
weird considering some of the scenes that are in that show.
And then what's his
Ah.
face? I can never think of his name. The one that plays her brother.
Taco?
No, not Taco.
Rafi?
Rafi.
Rafi's my favorite character on that
Oh my
show.
god! Every show he's in, especially when he was voicing on Invincible, I'm like, oh my god, you could totally tell that's him, and you automatically think it's like he's passed out behind the couch for 12 hours.
With
Yeah.
some crack pipes.
They just
probably
announced-
shit himself.
They just announced like yesterday that he's going to be, Mantzoukas is going to be on the new Star Trek show.
Oh, fun.
Which one? The third
Prodigy-
or
the cartoon Prodigy.
the cartoon one? Okay, not the one with
Maybe you
the
Star
offshoot
Trekkers will
one.
have something to talk about.
We had nothing to talk about. We actually did a podcast today because the
Really?
yeah, we did. It was way busy a day for me, and I still like we got a new trailer for season 2 of Picard, and I was like, okay, let's do it. In the top 5, we got RJ with 11, Androids, Aliens, Withers with 9, Sunny Tetch with 8, Jessica Mai with 8, Zoo with 8, and I believe the top list will be that minus RJ basically. So yep, and so Dr. C Dizzle's in 5th. There with us shirtless.
I mean, we've only had the 1 week so far. So.
Exactly. Yeah, I just realized that, while I was reading the whole list, and then I realized, oh wait, there's no need for that.
Is there any way we can handicap RJ? Like start him off with like
So-
negative 15 points or something.
Listen.
Well-
Everybody doesn't get a trophy.
That's
If you're
true.
gonna
You
shine,
can't
get
punish
to
people
shine.
for being good. I
Alright.
mean, can't make a good basketball player play on their knees.
Like
Hey.
we make the questions, we put it all together, and we can tell you 100%. There's no like he's not getting them ahead of time. There's no secret thing. Like he's crushing this, and
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not gonna hold that back.
So, and that's part of why we do it the way we do it with the raffles, because like being good is great, but even if you're not that good, you still have a chance to win.
Even if you play once on the Star Wars trivia, you still get an Oculus.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Which is
Rocky's
a-
proof of
Anyone
that.
has a chance.
Which is the
I know I harper on that, but I can't still fucking believe it.
So you're
I
saying
really
there's a
fucking can't
chance.
believe it.
yeah, because we were like, who's that guy? Who's that guy?
That's how real this is.
Yeah,
He's the luckiest man on earth.
he's the
He
luckiest
didn't have
man.
to do anything.
Right, and how
One
rare is
trivia,
it?
It didn't even win that one either. So
No, it's great. Hey, okay, we're gonna hit the next question, and we'll continue this. Next question coming in the chat. Keep an eye on the chat, everybody.
keep an eye on the
Man,
Okay, I have to ask.
yo,
So I've seen things about it online, but I have no idea what it's about. What is with Batman?
Oh my god! I thought I knew exactly what you were saying.
Oh.
do you really not know?
You guys know how I'm not online today because like it's Loki. I had so many people. Fox was the first one to send it to me, and then after them, everybody sent me a million things and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know that Batman ate pussy. Of course he does. What's the debate here? I'm like, are we talking about which Batman? So then I looked into it. Of course, Batman eats Catwoman's pussy.
Okay.
Okay,
time is
so Melissa,
it's
so
very
basically what
early.
happened? Have you watched any of the Harley Quinn animated show?
No.
They floated.
It's very dirty.
They floated. Yeah, it's very. If you watch the first episode,
From what I
within
understand, they
30
had-
seconds, she's like saying she's dropping f bombs and stuff, so you know it's very
Oh,
adult.
it's so
They had
dirty.
written in a scene that Batman was going down on
F-bombs.
her, and then DC
Going down on Catwoman.
going down on Catwoman, and DC came behind and said, "No, you can't do that." And their explanation was that apparently there are 2 quotes that they left, and I thought they were hilarious. Also awful. They said, "Heroes don't do that."
Yeah.
Like what the?
They're
Listen,
people. They have
I
needs.
don't feel like I can
Come
say
on.
anything that I want to say right now. Like, there's like,
Yeah, this
heroes
might be a
don't
good
do
after
that.
dark conversation.
yeah,
We'll
I
get
can't.
deeper into it after dark.
That's
No-
what
no pun
heroes
intended.
do.
Yeah, if you don't think that Captain America would, anyway, like, I can't.
Real talk.
That's what heroes do.
Definitely.
What? That's like the best thing about him is that
He's a
anyway,
giver,
'cause
not a
he, like,
taker.
the good
Yeah.
guys are anyway.
Cunning linguists are cunning linguists.
And then they also said, which was my favorite part, that we can't sell toys while Batman's doing that. And
Yeah,
There's certain
I'll
toys
buy
you
it.
can.
I'll buy
Yeah,
it
you can buy a
anyway.
whole bunch of toys with that.
I would
BBK, you
absolutely.
don't have that action figure?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I want that action figure so bad. I would absolutely buy a statue of
Dude,
that. That's
that
amazing.
that's a serious, easy action figure. All it does is goes that. Just a super tongue action Batman. Boom.
Someone
And then, like,
please make
Every
super
Every
tongue
30
action Batman.
seconds it goes meow.
So we got our top
Yeah.
5 here going.
Yep, we do indeed. Top 5, we got RJ with 14, Androids, Aliens, Wizards with 12. Catching up. Sunny Tetris with 11, Jessica Mai with 10, and Zoo with 10. And then in
Look how BVK's the one trying to keep us on track.
in top list, we have
cat.
I've taken advantage of my first and
Relax.
Might be my only
relax.
time
Right
here.
into the yeah. it's
I'm
working.
Jeff. I'm not BBK. I'm Variant Jeff.
that's
That
true.
is true.
That's true.
Who's this BBK guy you're talking about?
Kind
I've heard
of a
good things
dilf.
about him.
Really?
I missed it. What? Why are we laughing? Damn it.
Oh,
Say Gilf.
Dilf.
Oh, sorry, I went up.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
throwing,
he's kind of old.
throwing the next one in the chat, guys. Keep an eye in the chat.
I can't even say that. Oh, I
What
love
is
you,
this?
alcohol.
Question
Okay.
5.
Is that only 8 questions? 8 o'clock.
This is question 6. So we're about halfway.
What is the name of the drone that lives in Sam's?
How dare you?
Sorry, my bad. Sorry,
You go
Queen.
ahead. You laugh
No,
at
no,
it.
no. You
No,
good?
I never
Ash,
read the questions.
go ahead. Well, go ahead. First time. First time for all.
It's gone. All right. What is the name of the drone that lives in Sam's flight pack? Not that it mattered.
Red Wing, and that's kind of appropriate for our discussion we had earlier. So.
What about you being a Dove?
No, just
Is there something
later
you
on.
wanna tell us?
Google what happens when you earn your Red Wings.
What?
Yeah, that's an after dark conversation.
It's like an incognito.
I think
kind of
I
thing,
can.
No,
or-
it's
I
an
think
after
I
dark
can.
conversation.
I think I can figure
What
that out
happens
pretty
when you
quickly.
get your Red Wings?
As we all wait for
Oh.
Google to respond.
Oh. Okay.
Siri's seen some shit. She had
Oh,
an answer
no.
for that.
Oh, yeah. Immediately went to Urban Dictionary first.
Oh, that's always the best place to reference anything we talk about.
Why
on
do you
this.
know
Oh,
that?
I've earned
You've
them. Anyway, so
I'm just assuming what that means. I don't know.
Hannah says, our young Hannah, who's going to be 21 in November, right before we
Ashley
head to
does
Vegas.
not know
You
Red
don't know
Wings,
what
and
Red
she's
Wings
proud.
are?
I'm so proud that I don't, because I'm not a.
Yeah,
Fill in
that's
blanks.
what I figured.
Now I need to look it up.
Hannah.
'Cause now I'm very
Do you
confused.
know what?
Hannah's a nurse, so she must know some kind
Oh,
of
I doubt that's a
reference.
nurse thing.
No, she's not a nurse.
I
Sorry,
mean-
she's not a nurse. She's training in school to be a nurse. We talked about that last week, where she can get in trouble if we actually call her. a
We
nurse,
talked
so,
about it. I got to
Yes.
meet Hannah. Woo.
Like the police?
like the
The
nurse police.
Oh shit.
That's a bad
Next question.
USA.
Next question. Fucking nurse.
We got karaoke for the animation deliberation jingle.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Now that goes.
Somebody requested a karaoke time. The animation deliberation jingle.
Deliberation. Talking about cartoons.
the conversation.
Meditation.
Oh, you know
All
it.
of the
Speaking about
generation series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I've been on the show like 6 times, so I probably should know it by now.
I know it
I
a
might
little
have been
bit.
on it more than Zoo has, so I'm just kidding, Zoo. I love
Oh
you.
my God, does he want an award or something?
Do we already call out the tops here?
Top 5.
No.
Top 5 top list.
Do it.
We got RJ with 17, Android Aliens Wizard with 15, Sunny Touch with 13, Zoo with 13, and Jessica Mai with 12, and then Boss Mama with 11. And we hit that next question. Keep an eye on the chat, everybody. Man, today's been crazy. I woke up really late because I went to sleep at like 6 a.m. because I was up editing. And then I woke up and there was a new Star Trek trailer, so we did that podcast. And then I had to drive to Prattville to babysit my niece. And then as soon as I got here, I had to set up to do this. So she's like in the next room.
So did you just put her down in front of Marvel movies? Like, what the hell's going on?
She was
What do
already
you do?
down watching her YouTube channels that she likes.
She's watching Titanic.
It's Ken. That's Ken. We're talking about a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Did you show her fucking Titanic? Has she ever seen that movie?
I have
It'll
not shown
blow
her
her
Titanic.
fucking mind.
So question 7 was, what
She
do the
would love
locals
it.
think Thor's hammer crashing down in
They
the
could have
desert
both
was?
fit on the fucking door, Uncle Matt. Could have both fit.
What was the answer?
Satellite.
Crash satellite. Oh, RJ Hild was the first to answer correctly.
What?
What? No way.
So surprised.
So here's the thing. We started talking about this a minute ago. We'll get to the top 5 first, and then we'll talk about it. RJ with 20, Sunny Touch with 16, Android Aliens Wizards with 15, Boss Mom with 14, and Emily with 14. And then who's topless? All those same people plus WX Whore with 13.
Hey,
So, yeah. So we are trying to adapt trivia so that it is more interesting. And the thing that we're changing right now, and this is what Jeff's been working his tail off on. I know we've mentioned it, but with Jeff being sick, he couldn't get to it this week. He couldn't finish. But soon, trivia is going to change pretty dramatically, and it's no longer going to be speed-based. So if you know the knowledge, you'll get the points, you know, and it's no longer going to be where you can see each other's answers.
Yeah, that's nice. That
Those two
allows you
changes.
to-
Like, the thing about it is, like, even if you're not winning, the reason this has always been hard for me, I'm not fast enough. So by the time I type my answer, I can already see everyone's answers. So like, that's kind of tough for me as a player, because I want to at least like know that I got the answer on my own, you know?
It's more like a pub quiz type thing where if you got time to think about the answer, you'll get it. And if you have that window, you don't have to be the first. But as long as you get it right, you'll get the points for it. And no one else could be like you said, you get those guys that are going to know every answer, and it's just a copying thing.
CJ Hunt says no one else
no
will
more
ever see my sausage
No
again.
more 69. No
We-
more Martha.
We are toying with the idea of having a thing where it like gives a report of what everybody said after the question, so funny answers can still be a thing, but you just
Brian,
won't.
where are you going?
What you got?
You just won't see it before you get a chance to answer. I personally would like that a lot better because like I get to know if I got the right answer. Even if I don't win for the day, I get to know that I got a lot of answers right. You know.
What if you're like me and you're a cheater?
Then you might not
And you might not do as well.
do as well. Yeah.
I asked Matt.
I'm going
I
to take a
defer
quick
to
second
Brian.
here. We have our group has a Star Wars trivia that we do, and we did 12, I think, during the season, and then we had a final end up like tournament of champions thing, which I ended up winning because I knew what JJ and JJ Abrams stood for.
Yeah.
So I won the Golden Jar Jar Buddha trivia challenge for the 2021 season. I don't know if this is a booby prize or not, but
See, that's the kind of prizes we need.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a 3D printed
No.
Buddha with a Jar Jar head.
Get that thing the fuck off the camera. What a goddamn nightmare. I don't ever want to see that again.
do you pray to it every night?
Ugh.
Do you kiss his
Uh,
belly?
no.
Is that like Annabelle? She's in there sucking your fucking soul away. You're young now. Wait, give that 10 years. You already gave your soul to fucking Annabelle, you Jar Jar Binks there.
I'm an atheist.
If-
I
if
don't have a soul.
If that's how it works, can I borrow it?
Oh yeah. We can meet
Oh,
halfway in
whatever.
Gurney, and
when
I'll
I
let you take
slept
it.
next to you, I took 10 years off you. I sucked it out of your
Thank God.
body.
I'm tired of living.
Oh, I'm tired of living. Gosh. Dark.
Is
Come to
that
Philly, baby. What's the matter?
is that when you fell like the 5 feet off the bed and almost killed yourself?
That was the first night.
It
That
was
was
the
like
first
within
night.
the first
Oh my
hour we
God.
were
was
there.
gone, and I was like, Melissa?
That or the accident, the sneeze, what you guys told us about when you sneezed.
That was also the first night. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, was that Ashley that sneezed in your
It
face?
was-
He's actually
I
sneezed in
didn't know
Melissa's
she was
face.
next to me sleeping. I went to bed alone.
So
I wasn't sleeping.
you sneezed.
Oh yeah. She was
That makes
like-
it even better. Oh.
Like, just
And then you
crawled
didn't say
into
anything
bed.
like, you just sneezed in my open mouth.
And it wasn't like this. I sneezed like someone who was confident that there was no one around. So when you just let it go, full like expel from my body sneeze. And
And
then
I
when I
like
opened
didn't
my
say
eyes,
anything.
you did it.
Oh,
And then I
man.
opened my eyes in blissful post sneeze.
I'm
Which is
happy I
close
had
to an orgasm, as some people have said. And then I was like, ah!
Well, now you're just making it weird.
I'm glad
Oh,
I
you
had a
never
room.
read that?
No, I
Dark
have. I'm just
stuff.
teasing you.
I'm just glad I
I
had
like
a room
to
to
keep it
myself
weird.
until Zoo showed up.
That's so
I didn't worry
funny.
about people sneezing on me.
So you sneezed on her and then you threw her off the bed? That's crazy.
No, I
Oh, no.
voluntarily
She
threw
threw
myself.
herself off the bed.
But if
I don't
you remember,
blame you.
Their beds
But
were
I
like
stole
4
some
feet
of
off the
her
ground.
While she was in her
Oh my gosh.
deep slumber.
Okay. Next
question.
question's coming in the chat, everybody.
Oh, Heritage.
Keep an eye on the chat. What?
Sun's getting real low. People are tired of our conversation.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
Sunny
know if
Sunny
that's what you
Treasure
know.
said, "Did I miss the story?"
Well, that was the
Keep
story.
an eye on the chat.
That's okay. That was just.
What
for
is the name
us.
of Peter Quill's ship in the majority of the Guardians of the Galaxy? It is
It's
not
called
sausage.
Ashley's got to get more wine.
Speaking of that, if you guys have not been listening to the new Spotify, the Wastelanders Old Man Quill, like
Oh, yeah.
Old Man Star-Lord story, the 4th episode dropped today. It is very good. It is online with the Logan and the Marvel story so far. They are so good with telling these
That's awesome.
basically radio dramas.
Yeah, I keep meaning to check them out. I still haven't checked out even the Logan one.
What are these? I don't even know these exist.
They're on Spotify now. They started off as Stitcher. There's 3 completed 10-episode podcast type stories. They're each about 22 minutes long, so 10 episodes of 22 minutes, and it's an audio drama of them telling the story. There's 2 that are Logan, and then there's the third one is Marvels, which is pretty much a Galactus Fantastic Four story. And then this new one is Old Man Star-Lord, and it's pretty much Old Man Star-Lord and Old Man Rocket. And they're on the 4th. They just dropped the 4th episode of 10 today. And
That's
it's
so
really
cool.
it's good storytelling. It's based off a lot of stuff that's pre-existing material, but it's all like voice actors, like Richard Armitage, who played Thor and Oakenshield in the Hobbit movies, plays Logan in the stuff. And in this one, it's Timothy Busfield plays Star-Lord, and Chris Elliott plays Rocket. And they do a really good job of emoting them.
That's real fun. In the top, we have RJ with 23 points, Sunny Tetch with 18, Boss Mom with 17, Androids, Aliens, Wizards with 17, Emily with 16, and Zoo with 16. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the next question because we are getting close on to the hour. That's too many E's in next. All right, here we go. Keep it on the chat.
On the chat.
Yeah, I really need to get back and watch all those. I love a good radio drama.
Yeah, it's good because it's the acting and the music and the sound effects and everything. It's like you're listening to an old timey, early like 1930s radio drama.
Yeah. The question 9 is Thor is banished from Asgard after betraying his father and attempting to kill what race of creatures?
I know.
What you got?
What's the answer?
Frost giants.
That's
That is
correct.
the Frost Giants.
That is correct.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Top 5 and
I
top
love
less.
that the show has been calling him Loki Laufeyson. It just
Yeah.
rolls off the tongue so well.
Yeah, it's been neat. Yeah,
Mr. Laufeyson. I'm like, ooh.
it's rad. RJ with 26, Sunny Tetch with 20, Weatherhorn with 20, Androids, Aliens, Wizards with 20, Boss Mom with 19, and Zoo with 19. All right. It's a pretty close game. It's lots of 20s and 19s, and then RJ's way out with 26. Crazy.
So good.
He's so good.
Maybe I'll just like head to his house and just like
Distracted.
I
some
feel
chords
like what
in the
if
ground.
you guys one week had like a question off, like just a trivia like you versus him.
We did that for a whole season though.
Like,
Like, you know.
Fired. I don't know.
Well, we did. Like
then-
that was kind of a.
and since she won, she
season.
retired, so he never got a rematch.
Honestly, he would probably kick my A at this point because I'm way out of practice.
I don't know though, because you're watching all the movies to do the questions.
Yeah, you are writing
Lately,
questions.
I mean, lately I haven't been. I've been too busy, so I just think of them. I'm like tap tap tap.
It's funny.
Yeah, I study them every night, every single night. All 23 movies. You're right. I put them on like 5 times speed. Tape my eyes open.
That's hilarious. Real
Good night.
Clockwork Orange situation with the Marvel movies. Next question is coming in the chat, everybody. Keep an eye on the chat.
I love Clockwork Orange. It's like one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Really?
It is so good.
It's a very strange movie.
Says a
It's
lot about ya.
strange, but it's just so I love Kubrick.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
me too.
Sunny Titra said, what about an episode of the cast where our trivia royalty, RJ, Melissa, and Haley, do a trivia game?
Oh yeah.
That would be fun.
That could be really fun.
I talked to you about that idea that I thought was a really great
I love it.
original idea, but apparently has been done before.
Oh, you know what? If you got 3 guys, you do it like, because the way we did our final for our Star Wars thing is you had a board like Jeopardy, and the lead person got to pick the category and the question, and then if they couldn't answer it, the next person in line got a chance to. So it was sort of just like an open. It wasn't the first person quickest. It was the person that was choosing gets to answer, and if not, the next person gets to answer then.
Nice.
Sounds
We
like-
got some. Sorry. Oh, we got some good. I think we got some bonus on this question. So only 2 people answered it correctly.
Zoo.
Nice.
What band is on Tony's t-shirt in the majority of 2012's Avengers film? And the answer is
I-
Black
Black
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
And only 2 people got it correct. So I believe that's 4 points each. Let's see how our top 5 has shaken up. RJ has 26. Zoo has 23, right there behind him. Sunny Tetris with 20. Weatherhore with 20. Androids, Aliens, Wizards with 20. And then who is in that 6th place? And it is...
Question, Lee
Boss
Waters.
Mama.
They put in the correct answer just before it ended. I want to know if you knew and just were like strategizing, like I'm gonna put it in right before it ends so I can
That's
get bonus
awesome.
points, or if that was just a guess. I want to know.
I want to know if you really knew it.
Oh, that wasn't the song I was thinking of. I was thinking.
Oh,
of
we
Phil
totally went
Collins.
Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Our
thinking Phil
age.
Collins from Tarzan.
You be in my heart.
No.
You'll be my heart. That one girl in Nashville played that song. You guys
Yeah.
remember that?
Oh yeah, the
At the bar.
at
Remember most of the bar.
what was that bar called?
Tin Roof.
Iron
It was Tin Roof,
Shed.
right?
Red Roof.
Tin
Red
Cup.
Roof or Tin Roof.
Tin Roof.
Tin
Oh.
Cup.
That's
Tin-
actually
Tin Roof.
I played.
Roof.
I
I think we're giving enough weight because I've had people in the chat going like, "What the hell are you guys talking about?"
said, oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We had a little.
We had a
getaway.
host meetup thing.
Yeah. A host.
We had a meetup of the Stranded Panda hosts in Nashville a couple weeks ago.
It
We
was
didn't
like a month and a
advertise it.
half
Actually,
ago.
it was like
It was
6
a
weeks ago
while
now.
ago,
It was the
yeah.
beginning of May. That was so long ago.
We didn't advertise it real big because it was still like COVID concerns when we were planning it. But it was just a little host
Right,
meetup.
when I got back after having to stay the week for the bachelor party, they were like, "No masks."
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Ugh.
and we all got basically vaccinated before we came, and so it worked out.
Well, it's very safe, yeah.
And we all got to meet each other and have like a fun time.
Yeah.
I got all that outside, guys.
It is
no.
Philly though, so that's kind of.
Welcome to the city.
Did another robot just get like smashed outside? What's happening?
Someone's probably trying to rob someone's car and ran away when the alarm went off.
Sunny Tetra said, "Is the sneezing story the best story?" What's the best story from Nashville?
Probably my chair breaking, but that's just on person.
That was pretty funny because you're like the smallest, like you're one of the
It
small
was like
ladies.
40 minutes of sitting there.
And I was sitting in all the chairs too. Like I am like 3 times your size, and you sat in chairs like.
The funniest
My
story?
feet, it's hard to tell.
No,
what
I think the
the story
funniest
was.
story is when the fucking smoke detector went off and like 2 people showed up after 10 minutes. It was like Melissa and Blake. And
Oh,
everyone
no,
else
I
was just
wasn't
like,
getting
it's
up.
just a smoke detector. It's
Which
like, no,
I
the
like-
smoke detector's going
No,
off.
Melissa
I'd
was
like
like,
to-
I'm gonna take care of this.
I
Like
like how the
Batman.
youngest 2 people in the house were like the sacrifices. Like I'm
And
gonna go check it out.
I've gone through enough fire alarms in my life to know it doesn't mean anything.
And Blake ran up to the like, dude, what are you doing? You don't go up to the smoke, go down and like yells like, are you guys okay?
It's because he's a hero. He came looking for us.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the next question in the chat so we can keep
Bro.
moving. Questions coming in the chat, you guys.
Which has anyone seen Catherine Ray in the chat today?
No,
'Cause it is
she-
her
Catherine.
birthday.
What?
Yeah, she's out right now having fun with her IRL
good.
friends. Good for her.
Wow.
I might
well,
see her. I'm going up to Salem for Letha next weekend, and I was like, "Girl, come meet me." It's only an hour
Aw,
from
be
Providence.
fun.
Mm-hmm. And I may be going out there in a couple weeks to talk to some people in Pawtucket, which is where Hasbro is located. So
Finally listening to offers, are we?
Mm.
it's only 20 minutes away from. I mean, Pawtucket to Providence is literally like 20 minutes.
Well,
Okay,
you
I mean,
guys. Let
But
me,
can't
it's
move.
let's knock out a couple
I
questions
know.
here.
She accidentally packed one of my bras up with it with her stuff. So
I don't
need
think that was
back.
accident. I don't think that was accidental. Actually, seriously, we all
I
know
mean-
Catherine, and that was not accidental.
I mean, I almost
I mean,
did
I
the
love
same
Catherine.
thing,
Yeah.
but I mean, I couldn't get past airport security. They'd look at me and they'd be like, "The C cup,
The
not
best-
for you."
I didn't even know. I didn't even know. She was like, "I have one of your bras." I was like, "Huh? Oh,
That's really funny.
yeah, it was cute."
Sunny Tetris says to Blake, please tell me you were cosplaying when you were the fire hero. Not when he was a fire hero, but he has the ultimate
Go
cosplay
look
when he was.
at his.
Oh my God, he was dressed up as Spider-Man with an Ant-Man mask and Stormbreaker. It is like that's his. I think that's his avatar right now, or his Facebook main logo, his main profile picture.
Profile. Yeah.
Next question is coming in the chat. You guys keep an eye on the chat. Sorry.
In the chat.
We got 4 questions left and 9 minutes left.
We can do it.
We're making pretty good time.
I got pulled over by the TSA coming back from Nashville because one of the bride made us all candles, and they were like, "What the hell is this shit?"
I got the same thing, but for our candle.
For the
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it was the candles. Oh my God, we all got pulled over by TSA because of candles. That's hilarious.
Sorry about that.
So for anyone wondering, I have one right here. Not that it's any kind of. We all had candles with this Jamoke on the
Yeah.
picture.
That buddy Christ.
This guy, I'm variant Jeff Randall, so I don't know who this Brian B. Klein guy is. But I honestly say that
Super
was
rad.
that. It's hard to believe that was 6 weeks ago already.
Yeah, it really is.
But that was so that was so much fun.
It was.
I
I
mean,
can't wait to do it again.
Oh, I know.
And even with like more pandas, like let's do it. Let's make a PandaCon a thing now that we're allowed.
We didn't do a whole lot, but what we did was just so much. I mean, even when we were just hanging out playing Cards Against Humanity on the freaking rooftop was just hilarious. And then all of a sudden we hit like one raindrop and everyone's like, we gotta get inside, it's raining. It rained for like 3 more hours later.
We didn't want to ruin your cards. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna throw another question in the chat. Keep an eye on the chat, everybody.
Haley Hobbs says he didn't get pulled over, but the dude looked at her candle for a long time.
That he did.
Oh, that's right. Zoo did get his cards game, but that what was that game we played? Not Undercover.
Celebrity Super Fight or just
Super Fight.
Super Fight
That
was
game
so fun.
was so awesome.
That was
if
real,
anyone
real
out
fun.
there pick up Super Fight, it is such a good card game.
Yeah. If you have friends that like to argue over nerdy things, it's like super fun.
Oh yeah, and then it's just like you think your argument's
like the
done, and then all of a
podcast?
sudden it's like, and now you have no ability with your hands. Like, oh shit, there goes that
I
conversation.
feel like just for argumentativeness sake, I feel like me and Melissa ended up arguing over a lot of things at the very end.
Yeah.
Because we were super argumentative. We were like, no. I know I have no arms and my thing doesn't move, but I still think I have a chance.
See, I was
Thank
doing
you,
really
Haley.
well because it was like I'm Hawkeye that cannot be killed, and I'm in a spaceship, but also I can't stop clapping. It's like, well, now I'm useless. What am I supposed to do now?
You would have a big conversation, then all of a sudden would be like, someone else would throw a card, like I'd throw a card on Catherine, and it's like, and now you have control of all of the sea mammals.
It's
like,
a really good game.
Yeah,
Question 13, including mid and post credit sequence, how many movies does Tom Hiddleston appear in as Loki in before the 2012 Avengers film debuted? I'm gonna say
and people
2.
are asking, does the trailer count as a post-credit scene?
It was the post-credit scene of First Avenger. Yes.
Is no one answering? Okay, yeah, Thor 2. Okay.
Yeah, it was 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Thor 2 came
Waterfall
after
Angel.
Avengers.
I don't think a trailer would count as a post credit sequence, but I don't know
No.
why.
It was the post-credit scene from First Avenger.
Yeah,
So yes, it does count.
What's that?
he
top
was in
5
Thor
look
and
like?
First Avenger.
Yep.
How many questions was that? Is that 13?
Yeah.
Top 5, we
Question
have
13.
RJ with 29, Weather Horror with 25, Zoo with 25, Boss Mama with 22, and Sunny Tetris with 22. And in the 6th spot, we have Waterfall Angel with 22. I'm throwing the next question in the chat. Keep an eye on the chat. Keep an eye on the chat.
RJ, there are 2 post-credit scenes. There's the
Yes.
punching bag one, and then the one at the end, which is the teaser where Loki is seen.
Oh shit.
Suck it.
Question 14. True or false? Jane Foster and Lady Sif see each other for the first time in Thor: The Dark World. 50-50 chance, people. Sausage is not the correct answer.
You don't know. I made the question.
Well, it says true or false. You're dumb. Sounds dumb. Okay, Pillboy. False.
Oh, is that what Jeff put?
Yeah.
I had that as an option.
Sounds dumb.
So
That
plain.
sounds dumb.
Okay, we got before the last question is asked, we have RJ with 31 points. Weather Horror moves into second place with 27, tied with Zoo with 27, Sunny Tetris with 25, Waterfall Angel with 25, and then in the sixth place we have Boss Mama
Your
with
list
22.
is close.
All right,
Weather Horror and Zoo tied at 27. Battle Royale for that shirt.
May have to get a tiebreaker.
here it goes. Here it goes. Last question coming in the chat. Keep your eyes on the chat. 3 minutes left. We got
Keep
this.
your eyes on the chat.
Keep your mouth on that.
Keep your mouth on the Catwoman. Is
From
that
now
what you said?
Keep your mouth on the cat.
So did DC actually have to release something? Like
It was
about
a
that?
fake thing.
No, there's like,
and-
I gotta read it. There's this beautiful fake statement that came out, and it is like, is the best. It is the best fake statement because it lured me in. It lured me in. I fully
Somebody
believed it.
Sent it to.
What is the name of the store that Thor entered to find a horse?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Very tough.
That is a tough question.
The Pet Palace. Nobody got it right.
Oof.
Tiebreaker for the shirt.
Oh, tiebreaker for the shirt. Throw us a question. And while you get prepare that question, I'm gonna read the official statement that somebody posted on Twitter. It reads so good. It says DC official statement. In light of recent conversations surrounding the much beloved DC character Batman TM, we at DC Comics feel compelled to correct the gross mischaracterization of the world's greatest detective, TM. So to clarify, it is our official stance that Batman, TM, would indeed perform oral intercourse on Catwoman, TM. And not just because he expects it back in return. He genuinely
enjoys it.
He genuinely enjoys it. Honestly, it's like giving an orgasm is the same as getting one. I mean, if she wanted to return the favor, he wouldn't say no, but there's no pressure. Honestly, he's just happy down there. To confirm, Batman, TM, would indeed lick it now, lick it good, lick it, just lick that pussy just like he should. Oh, gosh, it's so funny. It made me laugh so hard today. Have we got that last question?
Oh yeah.
Have we got the question?
Stocked
I'm gonna send some options
and ready to explode
for the tiebreaker in our Facebook chat, and you just put in.
I feel we need a breakdown of the Avengers who would and wouldn't as a commissioned episode. Ellie Wooders.
All real
Can I
heroes.
host that one?
Well, that's
Ooh,
a given.
that sounds
That's a
fun.
given, Ash. Come on. I mean, that's a thirst episode right there.
Yeah.
I'll join you on that one. That one's it almost would be like who wouldn't.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw this question in the chat. Are you ready?
Keep an eye on the chat.
Keep an eye on the chat, everybody.
Wait, who is this before? This is between
Fantasy selfish.
this is
Zoo
between
and-
Doogie and Zoo, right?
Doogie and Zoo. Going
Only
Zoogie
those
Zoogie
and
two
Do.
answer pools.
Zoogie
Only
and
those
Do.
two answer.
This is only for
Tiebreaker.
Zoogie and Do.
Here we go. Who's
Doogie
gonna win
and
the shirt?
Joe.
Here we
For
go.
the shirt or the bottle opener?
This will be coming from Stranded Panda, not from the bot. Keep an eye on the chat. First one to
Keep an
first
eye on the
first
chat.
of you two to answer wins the shirt.
The question
Everyone
is,
else
when does the
answer.
running through? Oh wait, who suggests dog be named Sparky in WandaVision? Dun dun.
Good question.
Dun 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 dun.
Uh,
Agatha.
Agatha
William.
is correct.
William.
Doogie,
Oh, that is
Or
Doogie.
Bill?
Doogie
Yeah, I
wins
said
the shirt.
Bill or Willem. Bill or Willem.
Doogie
Doogie
wins the shirt.
wins.
Woo! Great game, guys. That was a lot of fun. Okay, let's get this Zoom link out. I probably can't hang out very long because I need to go
Casting
be a.
off everyone.
Oh yeah, you're out already.
Yeah, I probably
have
should do
to
it. I got
Oh,
some work
man.
to do.
We got some work to do.
Okay.
All right, guys. Love you so much.
Yeah,
Mwah.
Ashley and I have work
Much love,
to do.
guys.
Got work.
They're gonna.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
They're just gonna go somewhere and sneeze in
See
each
you in a
other's
minute.
This is a
mouths.
breakout room.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, I'm gonna send you on the one. I'm gonna send you on your personal messenger my Dropbox link to the second reaction.
Thank you.
I just did. Boom.
Thank you, sir.
Sounds like you got it.
I did indeed, and I just dropped the Zoom link in the chat on Twitch. And
keep an eye on the chat.
And I mean, without Ashley or Melissa, maybe some of us will get a chance to talk.
We could do the wah 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 wah.
That's true. We need someone to do the wah 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 wah.
Oh, I got the vocal warm up going, man. Shit, I've been on a freaking. This is going to be one of those nights I've already been. Normally, I'm just jumping on. I've been on here for 2.5 hours already.
Man, okay. If you are on YouTube or Twitch, the thing is, the link is in the chat. I'm just gonna bring folks on. We're gonna hang out, play a game or something, and then I probably need to go check on my niece real quick.
Blake, hey, we got Hannah, Jay Scoots,
Jay the Scoots.
What's going on?
You sound like old Greg.
Is the majority.
Why do you sound like old Greg?
Hannah, get in screen.
Because I'm old.
There you go.
There's a Hannah.
You got to see her pretty face jumping in there. What's up, Zoo?
Holla.
Jess coming in us.
Sorry about that last week. We
Yeah,
got a shirt.
Zoogie and Dude.
It's only the second week though. We got time.
Oh yeah.
I've just accepted that fate just randomly.
Jess is coming in. What's up, Jess?
Hi.
What'd you say, Zoo?
I said I've just accepted that as my fate of having this random leap of excitement just to tie and lose in overtime.
That's true. You had an overtime last week,
you are a
too.
Washington football fan, so you're bound for disappointment.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And so if anybody's coming into the chat, Zoom, I'm gonna stay here for another 30 seconds. If anybody wants to get in the Zoom, get in now. Because I'm about.
You want to just hand over the control to me now, and then I can let people in.
Yeah.
If you're walking away, if you're gonna leave anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna take advantage of it, but
ready to be muted, everyone.
Yep, everybody's about to get kicked.
Hey, I was just telling him I've been on this for 2.5 hours now. I'm friggin' primed.
There you go. You're the host, BVK.
I decided since I was in the producer chair, I had to go full Ashley, and I'm on my 5th double drink right now. So,
Oh my god!
I feel like we
on
could all
top of
tell.
on top of the fact that I've been up since 1:45 in the morning last night because we did the after dark or the Loki
late night Loki.
Wait, doesn't it hit at 2:00 for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to get up a little early, you know.
Oh, up since 1:00. Okay, never mind.
I did have a little bit of a nap between then. I had my phone set to permanent alarm at 1:45 on Wednesday and 5:45 on Wednesday, so I can at least this time. As soon as we got done with it, we actually got done pretty early with our late night Loki. I went over and I looked and I still had 4 minutes till my alarm actually went off because my alarm goes off at 4 in the morning. I
was listening to it when I was on my long drive today. It's just funny how giggly you guys are late night Loki compared to like regular recordings.
Well,
it's like you can't even get to the damn opener and you're all already like out of breath and cackling.
It wasn't. I mean, this week wasn't as bad as last week. I mean, but I had people that message me saying like, "I love this episode, but you guys were a little bit more like less hysterical." And I go, "Well, I actually planned a little bit better. I was in bed by 8:45 last night. I got like 5 hours of sleep beforehand, so I was a little more coherent than just waking up and going like, oh, I gotta watch TV for an hour and then talk about it." And then, I mean, at least today I drank like 2 16-ounce Bang energy drinks, so I was just ready to go.
I have officially, as of just now, had a gallon of water.
Oh shit!
On top of what?
How are you?
That's just it.
I haven't drank anything.
Are you in a detox phase?
No, I've just been out and about today.
I cracked open this bottle right before we started, so it's not that much, but it's still a decent amount. So
I was actually playing trivia on my way home.
Max!
Hi, Max.
What's up?
So I may have missed a couple questions.
Yeah,
So
it's
Blake,
okay.
you posting that picture really opened the flood doors of Nashville stories.
Well, I think I was talking about it too on the thing. We decided earlier where it's like, you know what, it's been a while. People have actually asked me recently, is like, what's this Nashville story? I was like, well, I think we'll talk about it in a bit. And I mean, there's nothing really to hide. It was all pretty much just us people that were involved in the.
It was a host meetup.
It was a host meetup, and everyone just had fun, and that was it. I like what Jeff said. It was a couple weeks ago. I'm like, dude, you really think about it? It was freaking 7 weeks ago now.
It was almost a couple months ago.
Yeah, it was the first weekend. It was the first week in May.
Yep.
I was still in school.
Yeah, we know.
You were.
Yeah. That's why you got the air conditioned garage to sleep. God, that had to suck.
Okay, but at least I'm not sleeping in that garage like this week.
Oh, I think you're getting. We didn't. We're actually. I turned off the air today for the first time in a week because we had 7 straight days of 90, and then this morning it got down to like 51. So we have normal weather.
Nice.
But it was just ridiculous. I mean, I wake up, I leave to go, I ride into work. It's 5:45 and it's 79 degrees and humid out already. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be one of those days.
Tomorrow it's going to
Fuck
get
this.
to 100.
Oh, so we got that coming. Because usually, I think we get a weather about the day after you guys get it, if it's coming east.
Right.
Wrong.
Now, Blake, you're coming out for Widow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that
but I'm not staying.
okay. I think we got about 10 people coming out for that. It's going to be decent showing.
What's the longest drive someone has?
For Black Widow?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it's Blake, and that's 5 hours because most of the other people are going to be local. No. Sorry, fucking Nate's coming in. Muzzy's coming in. His is like 13 hours.
Is it?
Yeah, because he's in northern Minnesota.
Huh.
Like he's almost Canada, like right by North Dakota side.
Like Letterkenny.
South Canada.
Pretty much like Letterkenny, yeah.
Hey, you want to shoot me at least the name of the place?
It's Gurney Mills 40X. It's right, Great America is a big, like, the amusement park that's in Chicago, like northern Chicago suburbs. It's like a block away from there. It's on the Wisconsin-Illinois border.
What's it called?
Gurney Mills, Gurnee. Tickets usually go on sale like the Monday, the week before. Like I have a confirmed list of, like, if you're coming in with it's you and 2 people, right? Or you and 1. I mean, I don't need a confirmed list now, but I have, like, it's going to be like 8 to 10 people that we're going to grab tickets for.
Okay.
And this is without us, like, announcing it on the chat. Like, this is just pretty much us and a couple of people that are local that want to meet up. Because I was asking Melissa about it. I was like, do you want to drop this in the chat? It's like, I don't know. This is the
As
first
he
thing
says
back.
on the live stream.
Yeah, I checked, though. There's 14 people on the live stream, and there's 8 of us on here. So I think that the 6 of us that aren't on here right now aren't going to be like, it's also because it's being tired and ridiculous. Oh, that's Jeff. By the way, Jeff is like, he jumped on. Jeff is, I feel really bad for him. He is super sick right now. He has like he can't even, the reason why he couldn't jump on it is like he can't put earphones on because his head is so congested that if he puts the ear plug, it like compresses his ears.
Jeff,
So with that being said, yeah,
thinking about you, man. Feel better, dude.
I know that pain. That was me 2 weeks ago.
You gave it to him over Zoom.
And when did Matt, Scotty, when did Matt ask you? Did he ask you like when we were on Scener this morning?
Yeah, he made me like a co-host at some point during the episode, and I guess he messaged me on Facebook, but I didn't see it until he told me. He was like, "Oh, I messaged you on Facebook." I was like, "Oh, okay." So.
Yeah, because we were doing it, and Jeff's like, he messaged us at like 1 o'clock. He's like, dude, I can't even freaking sit up right now. I can't do Scener or the thing. We're like, all right, we're good. We'll see who jumps on the Scener. And luckily you jumped on because you got experience doing it. Because otherwise, I mean, not that Matt couldn't have done an episode, but I had a couple of people, like I said earlier, said like, you guys were a little bit more like coherent this morning. Like, well, what do you want us to be, like rambling idiots? Although last week's episode did get a lot of, and I know Jess, I see her laughing right now. I've had so many people message me about the whole French kiss thing. And I'm like, yes, I know, I fucked that up.
I was literally laughing out loud, like uncontrollably for like a solid minute. I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, I should not
I
have been
didn't
listening to
catch
that
it.
while on the highway.
I didn't catch it until I think until Jeff said something. Like,
Yeah. At that point, I was literally like keeping myself up by like propping my heads because that was after the whole debate that him and Jeff had about the time travel thing and the branching timelines. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to make it for another 15 minutes in this thing. And then he's like, oh, what's my final thought? Yeah, French kiss. Like, oh, fuck, that's not right. All right, whatever. I'll let her roll with it.
has everyone seen today's episode?
Yes.
I'm only hanging out for a few minutes because I'm about to go watch it.
I've seen
so
it.
Good.
Hannah, you did watch it?
Wait, Hannah, where the hell are you?
I'm on my balcony.
Is it light out still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, it looks brighter than it actually is. That's the sunset. It just won't focus.
I was gonna say I'm literally like one state away from you, and it is. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I've got my light. I got my windows blacked out because
it stays light until like 9:30.
It sucks for me because when you're on the eastern edge of my time zone, it sucks because it gets dark. But it gets bright here at like 4:50 in the morning.
No, thank you.
I'm like right in the middle of the time zone. It's perfect.
Well, that's the thing is the people that live in like western Indiana are an hour ahead, so they have like it gets dark here about like 9:45. Like that must suck if you have to go to sleep early because it's light out still. Like me trying to go to bed last night at 8 o'clock was terrible because it's completely bright out and I'm going, it's light out. My body's saying I'm not supposed to go to sleep right now. What's going on here?
Let's see.
Oh,
that's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. That's the one nice thing is we get a really good view.
Clouds. I'm kind of excited. Sarah Day and I are wearing matching shirts for the Black Widow premiere.
Oh.
You guys are so
Zoo, I heard you have the same shirt that I just got.
Let me see. That's the one I'm ordering.
I just got it.
You guys see what we were talking about? I got this shirt on.
I have that one in my room.
But I actually ordered the one that Melissa has. That's like the plain black one that just has the small logo. Yeah.
Wait, does it say Black Widow under it, or is it just a logo?
No, it says, "Did I step on your moment?"
Oh, that's much cooler. Can you send me a link to that one?
Yeah.
Yay.
Haley has it too. We're all gonna be matching, even though we're in 3 separate states.
That's just a badass shirt to have.
Jess, where do you want the Infinity Stone to go?
I don't know yet.
We were talking about that earlier with Melissa and Ash, and we're like, I was joking yesterday about it, like we all got to get like neck tattoos, but I'm like, I seriously said like I'm not going to get a neck tattoo on that.
No, it won't be anywhere super like easily visible. Max is saying that I should get it where I can hide it underneath my like watch
wrist?
or my Fitbit or whatever. Yeah.
I thought like ass tats.
Well,
we saved that for Jake.
So for the people that were, I mean, there's I totally joked last week about when Ash brought it up on the, I think she brought it up on the live feed last week. There's 6 people in a message group that are all going to get Infinity Stone tattoos, and then we had a, what do you want to call that, a lottery or?
Yeah, I guess.
A draft, because there's 6 people. And the name of the message group is the Panda Queens.
Plus BBK.
Plus me, because I was the one that created the group because it was all about me just picking the people up at the airport at Nashville. And so we're all going to get matching. We had a lottery to see who got to pick which Infinity Stone tattoo you got. So we can all each have an individual tattoo. And I think we all just, at least 4 of us decided those original designs, those really simplistic ones.
Yeah.
Take that and add some like a splash of color to it, whichever your stone is, and then go with that. Because
Yeah, that's what I'm
did,
thinking.
I did with one because I got the power stone, and
Thanks,
I'm like,
Jess.
I'm gonna get the freaking orb being pulled apart with the purple and the freaking things across my shoulders. I'm like, dude, that's gonna take like 10 hours to do. Fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. That's the I want to do like an hour done. Because if Haley says she's gonna come up to Chicago, and then we'll drive up to somewhere in Milwaukee to meet with Melissa to get this done, get it done in like a group effort. Boom. We just have to figure out what we're gonna like, where we're gonna get them done at, like on our bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no tramp stamps though.
No tramp stamps, no neck tats.
No. I
We went to a county fair when we first moved to Nashville, and we were like, okay, we're gonna do a drinking game. For every neck tat that we see, we have to take a drink, and if it's on a woman, you have to take two. And I was like, okay, we have to stop this game within like 30 minutes because like we're gonna get alcohol poisoning because this place is so sketch. Like every single worker was nothing but like neck and face tattoos.
Uh-oh.
I love how I had a day off.
Zoo, if you get a sketchy message, it's not from me. Max just stole my phone.
Ooh, now I can't wait. How you doing, Max?
What's up? What's up?
I'm bummed I didn't get to meet you in Tennessee.
Yeah, I work like all the time.
Same. I'm working right now. Because my fucking hard drive filled up and I'm trying to clear up space.
So speaking about that, I wanted to talk to you, Zoo, about I've got, I think, one chapter left on Rise of Kyoshi. And then I want to like record something just to have, I mean, obviously
I don't know what it is about this month that everyone decided to start reading it, because like you and two others, it's like I finally got you the book. I'm like, oh shit, yeah.
Well, I started it a while ago. I just finished it now.
Did you finish that fight?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
So did you freak out the lightning stuff?
Oh, I totally thought Palpatine when friggin' he started shooting lightning out of his fingers. Like
I didn't see
kind of
that part
bending is
coming.
that?
So when I read it, I was like, I'm sorry, what?
So anyone that was confused, I read The Rise of Kyoshi, which is a Avatar: The Last Airbender prequel novel, which is Kyoshi is the Avatar.
It's so good.
Two or three before Aang, because it goes Aang and Roku is before him, and I
then
think
Kyoshi before
and then
him.
Kyoshi, but it's like 400 years though, because there's some time gap because there was 100 years between Roku and then when Aang came back. Maybe it's 300 years. So Kyoshi is like, it's her realizing that she's the Avatar. She didn't know she was the Avatar. There was another Avatar in place.
She was a servant in the Avatar's mansion.
But then she realizes, like, I can bend multiple things a little bit. And then all of a sudden they go to this mystic and they're like, no, you're not the Avatar. You're the Avatar. He's like, oh, shit. Next thing you know, she's like got superpowers. It's a really, really good story, though. I mean, the story, like the storytelling aspect of it would make a really good, like they can make a full 20 episode.
They can make a grown man cry.
Just for the fact that it's like the Kyoshi, I mean, they mention her, who's the one that Sokka fought? Suki? Suki's a devotee of Kyoshi. So she has like the face paint, like the
fans, the armor, the whole thing.
And what do they call those the people in Japan? The Kabuki. Yeah, like the Kabuki people with that face paint. She was the first one to use that because of what her parents did before. She didn't know it was like them disguising them as a like a theater troupe, and so she adapted that as her, mask as being the Avatar, and it's really cool. So now I'm gonna just
finish it because man, that's a good book.
I'm almost finished. I know that's pretty much how it's going to finish. The only thing I don't know about is if, what's the guy that was, who was the fake Avatar?
Shanzu?
No, the fake Avatar.
Yoon.
Yoon, if he's alive or not. I don't know that yet. I have a feeling that he's like, he didn't die when he went and saw the spirit, but we'll see about that. But because like I told you, I already listened to the first 5 chapters of the second book, thinking it was the first book. Like, oh shit, they didn't even like explain her backstory. I'm like, oh, I'm listening to the wrong
That
book.
made me so sad.
Like I read the second one first.
I was like, God damn it! The first chapter spoils everything at the end of the last book.
But that is such a rich universe, and what makes it even better for someone like me is the fact that Avatar: The Last Airbender is pretty much the origin story of Dave fucking Filoni. Like he started on the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and now he is like the king of Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, like the main thing that I wanted to tip my hat off to was the fact that like they did such a good job at like talking about the culture and the cities and the structure and the environment and everything in the shows that like when you read it in the books, you get excited because it's like, oh, I know what Boston Say is. I know how this culture works. I know what that style is like. So it just everything's just connected so well. That's what made it so easy to read because I was like, I don't need to look up or remember what this is because I've heard it a million times before in the Avatar show.
Yeah,
So if somebody's never seen the Avatar show and they just read these books, would they be super lost, or was it like its own little world?
I wouldn't say super lost. You wouldn't. I mean, they
I've seen
reference
like a handful of them.
when they reference something like Ba Sing Se, which is sort of like the epicenter of the Earth Kingdom. You recognize what it is because you recognize how diverse the 4 kingdoms are. But in this, you realize, I mean, it still personifies each kingdom in a sense. I mean, you always think of like if you compare the Avatar series to like Harry Potter, like the Fire Kingdom is the Slytherin. Like, they are the ones that they have to. It's a necessity to have this side filled, but they are going to always be personified with being the evil side of everything. No matter what they do, it's going to be if you're a firebender or you're a snake, like a parcel tongue, or not even a parcel tongue, but someone that is a Slytherin, you're always going to be associated with something that's on the evil side of things. But it's
and then for me, it's like for someone who's just like dog shit at reading books, like when I read the terms for things I remembered from the show, it helped visualize it a lot better. Because like I said, I'm not a reader, so like it just helped put things in my head.
Oh yeah,
a lot
exactly.
Like, oh, these things connect. I know what this is. I can relate to the show and how this looked and how this was, and I focus more on the story and less on like my mental visuals because the show helped me with that.
Like when they're saying that like someone, and he throws the pound of stone at him, you visualize him stamping the ground, pulling the earth up, and throwing it from the show of how an earthbender acts. So if you watch,
really good, just in general.
I mean, the show, the show is only 60 episodes.
Max watched it, and I've seen like handful of episodes here and there, but not like.
It has the animation deliberation stamp of approval.
It's definitely it's definitely on that short list of things that, especially with that supposed live show, whenever it comes.
I don't care about the live show as much as I care about the studio stuff.
Oh no, I mean, especially now that friggin' Komiatsu and the guys that were the showrunners of the animated show are not involved with the live action show anymore.
Yeah, I really don't care about live action.
I mean, no, but I'm definitely so pumped for the live action Cowboy Bebop. I mean, is just, oh my God. When they get the, not only, I mean, you realize that this is a show, right? You get the friggin', you get the original composer of the original show onto this new show. And then when they show the not even the screen grabs, but just like the stop captures of the people that are playing Spike and Jet and Faye, it's like, oh my God, they look like these animated characters almost personified to an extent. And especially because I love the guy that's playing Jet, where all of us being MCU fans recognize him as playing the guy that was on Luke Cage season 2. He was the main bad guy.
Bushmaster?
He was Bushmaster. He was Bushmaster in Luke Cage season 2. And he's a little scrawnier. Yeah, he was a little scrawnier than what Jet Black was on the animated show, but that's, not a main point because they showed some of his dialogue and it's like, oh, he's fine. The only thing I'm kind of a little bit concerned with. Like they haven't shown. They shown Ein, but they haven't showed Ed yet. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know who's playing Ed yet.
Ed's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, especially because she's like almost an androgynous girl who's got kind of like a whimsical youth about her. She's almost like a pixie type character.
Just off the top of my head, Daphne Keener would be a good.
I don't even know. I'm just trying to see if they've actually casted someone in. Let's see.
While you look that up, I was gonna say, Blake, you'll appreciate this. So I watched In the Heights, and that inspired me to go back and watch Hamilton. I haven't made it all the way through, but I'm really, really digging it. It's like part of the struggle to get through it is I like stop after every song and go back and play it again because I want to like learn the words.
Okay, they said that the Ed and Ein will appear on the show, and the later is played by a dog actor named after the character, but the Ed character, which is Wong Hao Pipulu Tversky 4, which is, I mean, that's her character's name, has not been casted yet. So
interesting.
You know who would actually be a perfect person for that?
Your mom.
It would be Aubrey Plaza. I think Aubrey Plaza could pull off.
She's a little too old, I would say, but yeah.
But that type of quirkiness is totally what Ed would be.
Yeah.
As that character.
Yep.
And that's definitely a show that we'll pick up on. Or I mean, I'm not going to speak for you guys on animation deliberation.
Yeah, tell me more what we're doing.
I'm sure you guys will. I'm sure. I felt bad when we were talking about, like, those guys were talking about Modu, and we had talked about that before. I'm like, yeah, animation deliberation is going to be doing this, and I'm like, should we speak? Well, we already talked about this. This is out there. We're gonna do a primer for the 10 episodes, or a 10 episode thing of Modu.
Spreadsheet.
So there's certain things that, especially the live action or the reboots or the continuation of anything animation for something that's out there in the past, is prime for animation deliberation. So
that's the problem, is there's too much stuff.
And there's so much stuff that's like backlogged right now.
I can only watch an episode of Castlevania a week because something keeps popping up. I finally
But that show is so.
I have one episode left of Sword Art, and it's been out for a fucking year now.
Oh, the last episode?
Yeah, of Underworld.
Okay. But the thing about Castlevania, though, which keeps you in fresh mind, is that that's the same studio that's doing Revelations. So you realize that that's like the same style. But season 4, but how far are you in season 4 of Castlevania?
Episode 2. I texted you yesterday.
Well, I didn't know how much. I didn't know if you watched anything.
No, I'm just gonna text you every time I watch an episode.
There's a big. No. I'm just gonna say
You always do this. Stop right now. Change the topic.
I've watched it 3 times already.
I don't care.
It's so fucking good.
I don't care. You always do this. Just one thing in a 10-minute ramble. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
No.
Has anyone here watched all of season 4 of Castlevania?
Nope.
Doogie?
No.
You? No? Okay, never mind. It's such a good fucking show. I mean, I've got all the fucking Pops right here. Not that I don't have Funko Pops around for everything else.
So just because you have the Funko Pop doesn't mean anything, man.
I thought you said the Funko fucking Pops.
I said the fucking Funko. Did you hear our conversation we had before the show started earlier, where I was looking at some of my old TMNT Pops that I had for like 10 years, and I'm like, oh my god, fucking Splinter from 2011 is like $1,400, and Shredder is like $1,300, and the Foot Shoulder is like $1,100. I put them on eBay, and I got that fucking amount of money for them. I paid freaking $8 for these things. I mean, it was 10 years ago. But I'm like, these things, the older Funkos, I don't like because they're
Hopped
so.
in at the end of that conversation.
What's that?
I hopped in at the end of that conversation.
I'm talking about like the older, like the old Funkos from like 10 years ago had the same body design, and they would change the head. It was all a blocky body with big feet and just like static arms. But it was the fact that they were not produced as much and are rarer now. And I've had these things in like the pop stacks, like the plastic cases up in my collection room for years. And I'm like, they came out with newer ones, which are a little more, these are a little more designed with what these should look like. And I looked at what the older ones were, and I'm looking at them like, holy crap. there's not many of us. I sold my original set and I got freaking $11,000 for it.
Nice.
Fucking Funko Pops. I paid
What?
like 80. I paid $80 for these things. I sold 14 of them for $11,000. Why wouldn't I do that? I literally have not displayed these things in 8 years. They're literally
That
just in my
does-
collection. That's what's called an investment with this type of pop culture crap. So now it's like makes me thinking of like how much of my other stuff. So I started looking through my categorized list. I think I've shown you guys how my
If your shelves was a scene of Toy Story, they'd all be shaking right now with this conversation.
if my shelves were a scene of Toy Story, I would probably be dead. Like these things would come to life.
Well, they're gonna think you're what's the guy's name from Toy
Sid.
Story 2?
Sid.
Al,
No, two.
no, Al Al McWiggins.
I don't know if you could see like
Why don't
My-
you
my-
play with
my-
us, Brian?
my
Why don't you play
collection
with
is
us?
worth $73,000 in my Funko collection. And
That
I
would
just
pay
I have
off
less.
so much debt.
Right. But the thing is though that like most I've been collecting
I
these
feel you,
things
Hannah.
for
My student debt is like 60K alone.
Right?
but for the fact is that I have all of like the like my Star Wars collectibles I have are worth like 5 times that. But it's the stuff I've amassed because yes, I am a lot older than most people think I am.
You're exploding Hannah's brain right now.
Oh, and by the way, I showed this earlier. I showed you guys how I got the Loki figure. But what I forgot to show you is like on the back, he actually has the variant thing posted on his back. I didn't show you guys that because I'm like,
That's
this
fair.
might actually be the
Big
spoiler.
spoiler.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Jess. I'm so sorry. You didn't see the episode yet. I mean, you know he's a variant. I mean, it's not going to be a big spoiler.
Somebody take the
So
host shit from
Jess,
BBK
my
and mute
little
him.
That's me.
first
No,
one right
no,
now just came to fruition.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself.
So does anyone care about the new Guardians of the Galaxy video game?
I'm
Hell
tentatively
yeah.
interested in it. I like the fact that it's a single player rather than like games as a service.
Because they Guardians of the Galaxy No Guts No Glory, the official prequel to the blockbuster video game. It's a novel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And apparently pre-orders go up tomorrow for this book.
What's the release date? Like September?
October.
Well, that's when the game comes out.
let me see if I can find
I think that's something that's prime for like source pages to cover then as far as like a book goes.
because it's the prequel to the upcoming video game.
Yeah, and it's definitely a little bit different than it seems more. We were talking about this earlier when I posted when E3 or whatever was going on, they dropped the trailer for that, and I go, I love the games. I'm more one of those guys that like I'll play a video game on the easiest difficulty because I want to know the story. That's why I love like the Telltale games are awesome because it's all story and like a little bit of gameplay. Like you're watching almost like a 5-hour animated movie and you get to play a little bit in it. Whereas some of the video games, it's like there's a little bit too much involved in it. And I'm an old school gamer where a lot of the stuff is a little too much. But when I see something like the Guardians thing, I'm like, okay, this is going to propel their story along. Even though it sounds different, it's still the main cast of the group. And we'll see where it goes.
Bye, Jess.
Have fun. It's a good episode.
Enjoy Loki.
So apparently the novel comes out on November 2nd.
Okay, that's after the game.
Yeah.
Because the game comes out in October.
That's not all that uncommon. A lot of times, yeah.
October 26th is when the game comes out. So I don't think I'll read it. I don't do a lot of reading, but who knows?
It's there.
So now, has everyone seen Loki?
I
Are you
have.
still on stream?
Yes. Hold on. Let's see how many people are
Going
on
twice.
our stream in Stranded Panda. We got
7 and there's 7.
7 people, and there's 7 people in here. So yeah, we're talking to ourselves. So
We
go
just-
ahead, Blake.
Oh wait, you gotta control
How
that.
fucking cool is it that jet skis are literally like the nexus point of everything in the fucking universe? Like that was the one perfect point in the whole thing is jet skis.
Like he has lived through every time period exists, and he's like the mid 90s jet skis.
Jet skis, yeah. We talked about that in Late Night Loki. Like, oh my god, it's fucking jet skis. Seriously, jet skis?
I still haven't listened to any of the casts.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fine. As long as you watch the show.
But no, I totally called that it was gonna be a female Loki. And I feel like I kind of ruined that for my dad. Because last week when I saw the hooded figure in the back, I was like, oh, that's probably the female Loki variant. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, and I kind of had to explain it to him. I feel like I did it again today. I am fully convinced. You know, like the 3 timekeeper statues. The middle
Space
one
lizards,
is
go on.
the middle one is Kang, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I like that theory.
I know. I like it. If you look at it in the in that orientation video, the middle one, if you look at it real closely, it not just looks like Kang, it kind of looks like Jonathan Majors, who was cast as Kang and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Have to pull it up.
He's got the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am fully on board with Kang being a timekeeper, and that the TVA was actually created in the future, not in the past. Honestly,
Not opposed.
What?
I was just saying, not opposed to that that train of thought, that school of thought.
But I don't think that's going to be made known until after Quantum Mania, or at least Loki season 2.
Yeah, I'm wondering. It keeps coming up. Like I feel like with every series except for Falcon and the Winter Soldier a little bit more. But it's like, how much is it going to tie into Multiverse of Madness? Obviously, we've heard multiverse and madness like in the same sentence. But then on top of that, the guy that's like the showrunner, Michael Waldron, is a writer on Multiverse of Madness as well as Rick and Morty. So. You're definitely getting those vibes with the TVA as far as like the Council of Ricks and stuff like that. Just like the whole boring, like banal, bureaucratic environment to this like cosmic, trippy stuff that's going on.
Speaking of multiverse, did you guys see that Hyundai commercial with the Marvel characters?
I don't watch commercials.
It was pretty awesome. It was Loki, Sam Wilson, Captain America, and 50s Wanda all in one commercial.
Oh, cool. That's pretty sweet. I would watch that commercial. As you said, it was Hyundai?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you giving it a goog?
I will.
Okay. Haley and I talk too much. I didn't want to scroll that much to find it.
All right, you're good.
So you guys might appreciate this, especially I got these pre-sent to me a bit. I got the Crosshair Funko.
Oh.
And the Hunter.
I was thinking about getting the 5-pack.
I think you probably figure out who's
Dallas.
coming up. I also got Wrecker. And I'm assuming the next one is going to be Echo and Tech. Oh, yep, I got Echo and Tech as well. But anyway, that's the Bad Batch right there.
Omega's not there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a Target exclusive. That doesn't come out until 2 weeks from now, I think.
Omega.
You know, for being like, obviously I'm like a diehard Star Wars fan. When they announced and they did that first trailer, I'm like, why are they bringing this kid character into the show? And I can honestly say she is like my favorite character now. I mean, I love
saw it and
her
just went and
so
flown me, bro.
much. Especially that episode when they finally gave her the wrist comm and she's like standing behind Echo, like,
Hey, everyone caught up on Bad Batch or not care?
I'm good.
I'm good.
if you're not, then get off the stream right now. No, I'm just kidding. And we're not talking about major plot points, but she,
Yeah.
magazine, I died. I was like laughing so hard at that.
I was I'm gonna make a like t-shirt or like cartoon or what have you, but it's gonna be like Miss Minute's prune juice.
Oh jeez.
Because they're always talking about pruning.
There you
Hey
go.
Scotty, did you see the thing I posted with the group chat with you, me, and Fox?
Oh, I saw you guys like going back and forth, but I was busy at the moment. What was it again? Remind me.
It was like if I had a Roger for every every good trilogy in the Star Wars universe, I'd be like Roger.
Oh, I remember I was gonna apply with my obligatory comment. That's why I just kind of elected not to. But I just always say I get some level of enjoyment out of every single Star Wars movie, the sequel trilogy included. But yeah, I'm kind of on the same page with you. The original trilogy is the strongest, and I've got a real soft spot for the prequels. And I like the sequels, but I do think that Rogue One was the strongest of the Disney regime.
Original trilogy obviously is like that's the blueprint, but I don't see. I've never seen the problem that people had with the prequels because I thought it advanced the storytelling. The sequels are good if you watch, like if you try to watch 7, 8, 9 in a row, it's so disjointed.
Yeah,
but
that's
if you
true.
throw Rogue One in, Rogue One is like it's almost, and I'm not
Like a
just saying
palate cleanser.
It's a cinematic masterpiece of a movie.
Yeah,
the movie itself is so good.
That's
It
one of
has
the reasons.
everything, and it takes the risk at the end where it kills off every fucking protagonist in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert to anyone that hasn't seen Rogue One, which is
and it didn't have a love story that they wasted time over, which made me really happy.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
It alluded to it at the end with Cassian and Jin, but it was just like, no, they were just friends that died in each other's arms.
Yeah, that's exactly how I took it.
Yeah. But then it
That's what-
ended with that freaking killer Darth Vader hallway scene. Like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is the reason why everyone fears Darth Vader. He wrecks shop.
Dude, that Batman in the warehouse during BVS and Wolverine in the Apocalypse movie all came out in the same year, and it was like the best 20 seconds of those characters I've ever seen. on screen.
It's just what everyone knows them from other media.
Mm-hmm.
That was so
That's one of the reasons, just going back to Rogue One for just a second, that's one of the reasons I'm so excited for Cassian Andor, even though that series has been like kind of through development hell a little bit. The fact that Tony Gilroy's attached just
Oh yeah, and
gives
the
me a lot
first
of
season, they've already
confidence.
confirmed the first season is going to be 16 episodes. It's going to launch in September,
Yeah.
and Tudyk's already said he's not in the first episode. He's not in the first season at all. So there's no K2SO in the first season.
Okay.
So it's going to focus on Cassian and his. He's almost. I wouldn't call him a. Oh crap! What's the? What do they call like a character like Deadpool, where it's sort of like a
Anti-hero?
It's like an anti-hero, but I mean, you saw him like fucking 5 minutes into Rogue One, he kills one of his cohorts, just freaking shoots him. He's dead weight. He does what he needs to do to get the mission done. He's not he's not a sympathetic hero.
We know he was a separatist too, so
Yeah,
it's like
but
it wasn't was Saw Gerrera was a separatist as well, wasn't he, or was he not? I can't remember.
Well, Saw Gerrera was
He's an OG rebel.
He was a revolutionary.
Okay.
because they brought. I mean, obviously they brought him back in Bad Batch already.
Yeah.
Which is more of the Clone Wars thing.
Hey guys, do you guys want me to stop the streaming, or do you want to?
Sure.
You're welcome to. I mean,
I didn't even realize that we're still.
Yeah, it's just us.
Cool.
Literally just a
Sorry,
7 of us.
I'm gonna stop the stream. Bye, stream.